People, Digi here, back with another video. Today you're going to be doing another exchange review. Sorry, let me get comfortable. So yeah, today you're going to be doing another exchange review. I'm going to be taking a look at the TradeOgre exchange. Just get that up. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I recently completed a review on it today. Just going to go do a quick walk through the platform, talk about its features, also areas of strength, weakness, and opportunity for the team. Before we get started, anyone who's new to our videos or exchange reviews, you can check out full list of our reviewed exchanges over at proofofreview.com/exchanges. Here you can check out exchanges by rating, by features, by deposits, by trading features such as no KYC, and also you can filter by affiliate fees and sign up bonuses as well. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. Moving swiftly on, let's pull up the review here. So before we get started on the review itself, again, just for anyone who's new to our reviews, all views and opinions expressed on these videos and in our reviews are those of the team and not to be considered as financial advice. Before you start trading on any exchange, we always recommend you consult your financial advisor. So let's go ahead and jump straight in. So as you guys can see, we rated the, don't want to do any updates yet, there we go. We rated the TradeOgre exchange as an A- rating. It scored an impressive 70 out of 100 on our scoring matrix. As you can see, the breakdown's given here. But a quick conclusion on the exchange. Anyone who's not used TradeOgre before, pull it up. It's what the platform looks like on its homepage. It's a very basic exchange. I mean, just a funny story about this. You know, when this exchange first launched, literally the logo was just of an ogre. People were trading on it happily. So here's the platform itself. A little bit about it, as we were saying. Anyone who's used the platform will talk about its reliability along with the niche coins listed and those available for trading. It's pretty much the area where the exchange excels the most. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So, I mean, this is a basic altcoin exchange. For anyone who's been around for a few years in crypto, it's pretty much what every exchange used to look like at some point. Bittrex used to look exactly like this when it first launched to the T. I mean, I actually, now I've mentioned that, I actually assume that this is based on the Bittrex early design. So a little bit about the coins listed on here. As you can see, it's got two base pairs, which are Bitcoin and Litecoin, Bitcoin and Litoshi markets as they're known. The coins listed on here, again, for anyone who's new to this platform, it's pretty much known as the miners exchange. The reason is a lot of proof of work coins get listed on here, and they also get listed on here very early on in their cycle. So coins may get listed further on down the line on Bittrex, KuCoin, Binance, etc. Prime example I can give is Haven. Haven was listed on TradeOgre pretty much early on. I think it was his first exchange. And yeah, pretty much a place to find out proof of work coins early on. But also, if you're a miner, if you don't know about the exchange, you need to get to know, because this is where your coin will be listed for trading. Now, a few things about the platform itself. As we said, it's a very simple and basic interface. I think the first thing we notice about the platform is there's very little, well, there's no team information provided, so we don't know who's running this exchange, the team behind it, or the country it's operating in. We always like to see that as a mandatory for exchanges in crypto. I think TradeOgre pretty much sits in its niche in that extent. I guess it's built up its reputation, and users kind of trust it on that basis. It's a no KYC exchange, and there's no restriction for any users using the platform. So literally, you can go ahead, get registered straight away, and you're ready to start trading. Once you're registered, this is the back end you're presented with. A little bit about the security settings, because we always find that key. So there is a authenticator option available on here. So Authy and Google Authenticator. Pleased to see that there's a couple of options. Again, always recommended for any exchange. And yeah, that's pretty much you're good to go once you set that up. Now, worth noting that this isn't a mandatory 2FA, so we always tell exchanges where possible, make sure it's always mandatory, so anyone who's registering on there will basically be secure before any funds are deposited. In terms of the trading process, it's a very, again, coming back to the theme, it's a very simple, basic exchange. It does what it says on the tin, so to speak. As you can see, here's a trading interface, very basic. You'll put in your order information, price, amount of BTC you want to spend, and pretty much press buy or sell. Now, there is no stop or limit order here, so pretty much you have your standard market and limit orders to buy and sell, but you don't have any advanced functionality like a stop loss or a limit sell or anything like that. You have to pretty much set them manually or via the API. Touching on the API, there is an API available for the exchange. Doesn't seem to be very widely utilized. Also could do with a little bit better documentation as well. Maybe put it in another language. And that also moves us on to the platform itself. Another recommendation for the TradeOgre team: maybe implement another language. Maybe one of the most widely used ones in crypto: Russian, Cantonese, Chinese, Korean, etc. Maybe research your user base, but we always find it gives the exchange an advantage in adopting more users. So moving back onto the coins, another issue that we identify on the exchange is just because of its niche market and the fact that it's listing small proof of work coins or smaller market cap coins, has got relatively low volume. I mean, there's not more than 50, 100 Bitcoin volume combined here per day. So just something to bear in mind. This is an issue that this exchange will face over the long term moving forward. The very nature of low cap coins mean there's very little volume traded on them on a regular basis. In terms of other elements for the exchange, so let's just pull up the review. We talked about simple trading experience. It's a very reliable platform. So anyone who's used TradeOgre, launched in 2017, I believe. So it's been going for pretty much 4 years. It's a very reliable platform. It stays up. It'll execute your trades, etc. Another thing as well we talked about with no KYC, there's no restriction on users' location here. So there's nothing in the terms and conditions to say that American users, Chinese users, someone from Iran, North Korea can't use this platform. So again, very much a big plus point in our eyes. We talked about the weaknesses, so no team or company information, low volume and liquidity. There is no insurance fund stated on the platform as well. Pretty much something to be expected from a small exchange. So just be wary of that in mind. If the exchange is ever hacked in the future, it's likely that your funds will not be replaced, or they may take a long time to do so. And we also talked about the fact that it may struggle to increase trading volumes based on the coins it's listed. A couple of areas for improvement for the exchange would be adding a second layer of security when withdrawing funds. We always recommend to exchanges have a two-step on top of your two-factor. So that basically means have a Google Authenticator as one step, have an email authorization, approval, user code, withdrawal code, etc. as a second. Couple of more opportunities would be, improve the liquidity. It's hard for a team, I get it. It will just come in time, obviously, as there's more adoption for the platform, and these things very much go in peaks and cycles depending on the coin's hype at the time. And also, one thing we can recommend is offer the ability to, give tiered or discounted trading fees based on how much, user trades on the platform. I mean, all in all, it's a nice exchange. I personally like it. Been using it for a long time. Like I said, it's reliable. It does what it says. So yeah, big thumbs up from us to the TradeOgre team. You've got a very impressive score. And yeah, we will update this probably in a few months' time and see how things are. But if anyone's liked the review, please hit a like, subscribe. You can check out the review, our website, which is prooforreview.com/reviews/TradeOgre. As I mentioned, anyone who's interested in checking out other exchange reviews we've got, you just hit up the exchanges page. You've got a whole list of exchange reviews. If there's any you'd like to see reviewed, just hit us up in the comments below. But yeah, aside from that, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see